Let us now discuss abiotic components. Abiotic components of ecosystem mainly include climate, gases present in the atmosphere, solar radiations, that is sunlight, availability of water, soil present in the physical environment of living organisms, mineral content or mineral constituents of soil, minerals particularly like calcium, magnesium, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, ferrous, etc. All these minerals, they also are included in the abiotic components. Biomolecules such as carbohydrate, proteins, lipids, nucleic acids, as well as enzymes, they are also included in abiotic component. These are major abiotic component which are found to be present in an ecosystem, without which ecosystem cannot be completed. So abiotic components, these are non-living substances or conditions present in an ecosystem and affect life of a living organism. These mainly include climate, rainfall, water, minerals like Fe, Ca, Mg, N, P, K, carbon, etc. It also include different gases like CO2, O2, N2 and other gases. All these non-living components or abiotic components, they affect life of a living organism in an ecosystem. Without these non-living or abiotic components, the living organisms cannot alive. See here, The distribution of these abiotic components vary depending upon time and space, that is depending upon time and locality in different regions, and because of which spatial patterns are found in the ecosystem. Let us now discuss spatial patterns in the ecosystem. What kind of spatial patterns are found to be present in the ecosystem? Now we will take a brief account of these spatial patterns. The first one is zonation. See here, zonation is a spatial pattern which occur along the horizontal gradient of ground. It is determined by density and distribution of species which greatly varies according to location. So, zonation is a spatial pattern which is determined by density and distribution of species, and this density and distribution of species, it greatly vary or differ according to location, that is space, according to locality. We can take an example, particularly density and distribution of species in an ecosystem, it varies. The number of species, it varies in a horizontal gradient. See here, in this diagram, we can observe distribution of species and density of species along the horizontal grade of ground. These two plant species are found to be present in particular locality, whereas this one plant species is found to be present in another locality. Here you can see 4 plants of same species are found to be present in another locality. Here you can find 4 species, here you can find 2 species. So according to the change in position, according to the change in locality, distribution and density of species vary. As locality changes, there is change in density and distribution of species. This change in density and distribution of species is because of change in their physical environment. Physical environment play a significant role in causing change in density and distribution of species. So this one is called zonation, which is determined by density and distribution of species. It takes place in a horizontal gradient along the ground. The second pattern is stratification. Second spatial pattern is stratification. Stratification. It is little bit different from zonation. This stratification spatial pattern is determined by height of living organisms or height of plants in a forest community. It occurs along vertical gradient of ground in a forest ecosystem, or in a forest ecosystem, stratification occurs when different plants or different plant species, they grow to different height, they occupy different height in that forest. For example, diagrammatic presentation can be given like this. Here, number of individuals or number of species is having no importance. Height of the plant species growing in that particular forest ecosystem is essential to determine this type of spatial pattern, that is stratification. So here number is not important, however height is important in determining this type of spatial pattern called stratification. So it is determined by height of the species. It occurs along vertical gradient. See here, vertical gradient of soil. Here it is horizontal gradient of soil. This one, then this one, then this one, like this. So these two spatial pattern, they usually exist or occur in an ecosystem as a result of unequal distribution of abiotic components, particularly varied climate, varied rainfall, varied availability of minerals in the soil, as well as varied gases which are found to be present in the atmosphere. So we will stop here. We will continue in the next lecture.